Look, right, I don't want to get into a big heavy argument about this.
Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. It's the British PT here. Been away on a long hiatus for the last couple of years. Had some babies, not me personally obviously. Had some babies and I'm back. And the reason I'm back is because there is a growing trend out there on social media and I'm getting sick of it. And I've got to share my views and put it out on my own platform. And that's this. We're currently in the swings and throes, as you will know, or remember if you're watching this historically, of the COVID-19 crisis, coronavirus, all over the world. And there seems to be an ongoing rhetoric narrative that people are now sharing opinions on the premise that all opinions are equal when they're not. And I feel that I want to be putting out my opinion and reflection of narratives, whether it's the mainstream narrative or the alternative narrative, and just to put out some balance to whatever narratives are being placed. Now, to be clear, this doesn't mean that I'm wholeheartedly supporting the mainstream, and it doesn't mean that I'm wholeheartedly opposing the alternative. I'm wholeheartedly opposing illogical fallacies. Or should I say, illogical points and fallacies within any narrative. We have got so much being spread at the moment. 5G causes coronavirus. This was a plandemic. Now, to be clear, I don't know that 5G doesn't cause coronavirus. But what I can do and know is look at the evidence that's being presented as and when it's coming up in order to indicate whether the accusations being made are true or untrue. And that's what this post and video is going to be about today. So, I am the British PT. I don't drink tea. I'm fairly centrally politically aligned. I do swing on both sides of the fence politically. I can find myself more as a liberal. I can move more into the conservative margin. In recent years, I have aligned myself more on the conservative side, just simply because I'm a business owner. I've got a family. I pay a reasonable amount in tax. And generally speaking, they have been the leading political party in the UK, and I would support most of the decisions they do. I would also oppose many of the decisions that the left have done in recent years. And I think the left, generally speaking, are cascading further and further away from a central viewpoint. There seems to be a very strong move for the left to become more radicalised on the left-hand side, and I don't like that movement. The conservative movement on the right seems to be a little bit more central, a little bit more mainstream, a little bit more, I suppose, utilitarian in its principle, ironically. And so I would politically align myself to centre-right, or right-centre, centre-right probably. So that's my political stance. What I wanted to talk about today is obviously the relaunch of the channel. A couple of things I'm going to chuck out there. First of all, I'm not going to eat when I'm on camera, guys. It's not cool. I watched a couple of my videos back. Shameful. Not going to do that. I'm also going to try and reduce the swearing. I mean, if something is bloody ridiculous, I will say it's bloody ridiculous. I'm not going to threaten to stab anyone, as I did in a previous video. But I do get passionate about what I talk about, so just strap yourself in for that. So this is a fairly mediocre, fairly standardised video to go up, but I am relaunching the page. I am relaunching the channel, and I'm going to be tackling various things. I haven't got a huge list of programs I want to go through yet, but I know I'm going to be attacking 5G. I've just been given a new link to a video that is being spread called Plandemic, which I'm going to be debunking excessively because it took me about 3 seconds to work out that most of what they were saying was bullshit. I am going to happily state that I will generally be debunking David Icke because the man is a fool, illogical. I believe his heart's in the right place. I don't hate him. I just think he's very wrong, and I don't think he should be given an open platform to put out his illogical, ignorant, and ill-researched opinions. I think it's very important that we are very aware. We are in a state of war, people. We are in a state of misinformation. We are in a state where misinformation is king, and everyone now is trying to sell a book, promote their TV channel on Gaia, gain political infamy, and that's on both sides of the mainstream narrative and the alternative narrative. And really what I want to sort of highlight is that this is a symptom of human behaviour. You have one side of the fence and another side of the fence, whether it's political, whether it's media based, whatever it is. That is the essence of discussion, and that is what I want to present on this page. And my aim is to steer left and right of the centre line. That's what I want to do. If you watch my Tommy Robinson review, you will see that I have done that. I feel I've done that relatively openly. I stayed on one side, I researched, I switched to the other. I may possibly switch back again, because I think that's actually how people move. We do dictate and move from left to right. Alright guys, hopefully this video will go up nice and smoothly. Stick a comment below if there's any topics you want me to go through. We are going to be going through on the series of logic. We're going to be looking at consensus, and we're going to be looking at what we can prove, discuss and know, and we're going to be driving a narrative of truth. Alright guys, hope you're well. I am the British PT. I don't drink tea. Stay tuned.
Enjoy the rain and don't be too down. Bye.